Of your attention, please. Good morning, everyone. I'm Aska Kurose, and I'm chairing this presentation. Today, we have two groups. I would like to introduce the first group. They will give a presentation on popular personality. They will talk about attractive personality in love based on the love type. Are you ready to start?
Uh, Hello everyone, my name is Rick Miyazaki. We will talk about popular personality. Personality is an important factor in choosing partner in love. According to Weber and Rush 2012, various personality traits are emphasized when choosing a partner, but the emphasis varies from person to person. Uh, this study did not reveal what kind of personality they wanted from the other person. So therefore, what kind of personality they wanted from the other person using love type. Love type is a diagnosis in which each is person tendency and values in relationships are divided into 60 types, and their personality values and compatible personality objectively known. So the purpose of this study is to what find out what kind of personality is attractive. This is the outline of group. First, I will talk about skill manager. Second, Hart will talk about Hachiko's royal dog. Third, Coco will talk about boss cat. Fourth, Ten will talk about Sick rabbit. Finally, Kaede will talk about romance mansion and conclusion. One love type skill manager is the most suitable to be partner in love. The personality of skill manager is to support partner, to to be sincere, to have a good communication skills, and to a high mental age and calm. According to Collins Fancy 2000s, those seeking help feel better and more secure. Also, according to Nakai 2020, a sense of trust through sincerity gives a sense of security to partner. Therefore, skill manager is good personality in love. However, these studies did not reveal what uh, gender differences and what kind, what is most source uh, among the personality of skilled manager. The purpose of this presentation is to clarify that a skilled manager is the best in lab. This is the outline. Section 1 is introduction, section 2 methods, section 3 results, section 4 conclusion. In order to clarify the personality effect and needs of skilled manager, a survey was conducted on total 38 university students, including 90 men and 90 women. Also, a survey was conducted from October 14 to October 26, 2025. In this survey, participants were asked if you felt safe uh, about being able to being able to support it by your partner, and what kind of personality you wanted from your partner. Table 1 list question used in the questionnaire. First, when asked which side do you prefer, 63% of men and less than half of men, 27% of women answered supported partner. Second, do you feel secure when your partner supports you? Both men and women uh, answered strong agree or agree. Finally, what kind of person would you like to have as your partner? Uh, the most choice, 42% of men, but high mental age and calm, and 27% of women who are support partner. Let me sum up the point of this presentation. The purpose of this presentation was to clarify that a skill manager is best in love. From this research, uh, it was found both men and women feel secure when supported by partner. And the personality they want is that men are high mental age and calm, and women are support partner. So the con- uh, the final presentation will clarify the differences between men and women. This is differences.
Hello everyone, my name is Haruto Sato. Today I would like to talk about the Hachiko's royal dog type. Hachiko the royal dog type is one of the love type characters. There are following three personalities of the Hachiko type. It is being devotedly in love with one's partner, having strong communication skills, and having an attractive cat. It has been revealed that a sense of security, trust, and intimacy are important in romantic relationships. Valentine et al. 2020 reported that many people want a many people want a partner who are sense being reveals that a sense of security, trust, and intimacy are important in romantic relationships. Valentine et al. 2020 reported that many people want a partner who has a sense of security and trust. In addition, Stinson and Holbrook 2022 reported that about 6% of people in romantic relationships develop them from friendships. However, it has not been revealed that personality of Hachiko type can provide their partner with a sense of security, trust, and intimacy. Therefore, the purpose of this presentation is to reveal that three personalities of the Hachiko type give a sense of security, trust, and intimacy, and clarify that this type is most suitable for a romantic partner. This research will help many people. Many people feel more confident in their romantic relationships. Yukishi 2025 reported that many Japanese people are of the Hachiko type. Therefore, this research is important. This is today's outline. In order to clarify which personality of Hachiko type is most desired in a partner, and to show that these personalities contribute to a sense of security, trust, and intimacy. A questionnaire survey was conducted on 35 people from October 16th to October 27th, 2025. In the questionnaire, participants were asked about romantic relationships. Table 1 lists the question in the questionnaire. It was found that over 70% of men and over 80% of women answered that when others listen to their talk, they feel a stronger sense of security and trust, or somewhat feel it. In addition, it was found that 60% of men and over 70% of women answer that when they look at an unexpected aspect of others, they feel a stronger sense of intimacy or somewhat feel it. Furthermore, it was found that over 70% of men and over 60% of women answer that when they are devoted by others, they feel a stronger sense of intimacy and happy or somewhat feel it. Finally, it was found that 63.2% of men want a devoted person as a partner, see figure 1, and over and 56.3% of women want someone with strong communication skills, see figure 2. Let me summarize the point of this presentation. The purpose of this presentation was to reveal that three personalities of the Hachiko type give a sense of security, trust, and intimacy, and clarify that this type is the most suitable for a partner. From the research, it was found that three personality three personalities of the Hachiko type can provide a sense of security, trust, and intimacy. The final presentation will explore the connection between Hachiko the loyal dog type personality and feelings of security, trust, and intimacy. It also explores why men and women looking for a different personality, Hachiko the loyal dog type, in their romantic partner. This is differences.
Hello everyone. My name is Kokuyo Shitani. Today I'm going to talk about boss cats. Boss cats have leadership that leads to relationship, and they are the type of person who respect for freedom. This is today's outline. First, according to the study of Fujigami 2009, it was stated that there is a tendency to have positive impression of people who are showing leadership. In addition, it was stated that many people find leadership reliable. Next, according to the study of Okada 2025, it was stated that a better relationship can be established by respecting for the other person's hobbies and individuality. For example, if you limit your friend's behavior or impose your own thoughts, you lose trust from the other person and causing anxiety and distance in the relationship. So it was important. It is important to respect for freedom. However, it is not yet known whether the both not whether these are attractive in love. So the purpose of this presentation is to clarify that the characteristics of both cats are attractive in love, and the difference in thinking between men and women. A questionnaire survey was conducted on 20 men and 20 women, a total of 40 people. Our survey was conducted from October 14th to October 19th, 2025. First, look at figure 1 and 2. These graphs show men on the left, women on the right. And among the choices of leadership, charismatics, and people who respect for freedom, the men asked they want people who respect for freedom. However, 46% of women chose people who respect for freedom, but 50% of women chose someone take the lead. Second, look at figure 3 and 4. When I asked if they want to lead or want to be led, their lovers, 100% of men chose I want to lead. On the other hand, 19% of women chose I want to be led. Next, when I asked if they they are attracted to people who had them, 19% of men chose attracted, and 70% of women chose attracted. But 25% of women chose rather attracted. Finally, look at figure 7 and 8. When I ask if they are attracted to people who respect for freedom, 80% of men and women chose agree. Let me summarize the points of this presentation. The purpose of this presentation is to clarify that the characteristics of both cats are attractive in love, and the difference in thinking between men and women. The results of the survey shows that there was a difference in the personality of men and women who felt attractive. From now on, I would like to survey that why there was that there was attracted in personality of men and women who felt attractive. This is differences.
Hello everyone, I'm Tenwara. Today I'd like to talk about sleek rabbits. The characteristic include being good at spoiling, reading the other person's emotion, being considerate and empathic, and being easily loved by others. According to Liliwa et al., 2017, empathy and relationship coordination are important as a psychological factor, enhance the quality of relationship. According to Gable et al. 2004, spoiling daily is easy to increase relationship satisfaction in love. The characteristic of the sleek rabbit type reflect as a high level empathy, interpersonal coordination, and indulgence, which may save as a factor in increasing love satisfaction. However, also previous studies have knowledge of the influence personality, trends and attachment styles, romantic relationship. Few studies have linked classification models such as love type, academic love psychology that popular social medias. By leaving these, it can be used as a psychological that leads to love support and confidence improvement. People with the same characteristic as sleek rabbits. The purpose of this presentation to examine whether the characteristic sleek rabbits give you a lover other sense of security, happiness, and satisfaction. We will also investigate whether there is difference between men and women. This is outline. We conduct a questionnaire on the characteristic of the sleek rabbits. 30 men and women in college. This table is what asked you. Let me tell you about the result. The first at figure 1 and 2, 6% of the men and 47% of women wanted to have someone there to care about their as their lover, and the second most common was spoiled people. When asked which one is better, next half of the men said they wanted to be spoiled, while more than half of the women wanted to be spoiled. In addition, when asked, you they feel happy when they are spoiled by their lovers. Men say that feel 100% and most women say that feel it. More than 90% of both men and women answered that they felt relieved by people who sympathized with their opinions. Finally, when asked whether people around you we like men accounted for half of the respondents and women accounted for about 30% of the respondents, who were sincere and empathetic but were the best. Let me summarize point of this presentation. The purpose of this presentation to examine whether the characteristic of sleek rabbit to see if characteristic affect your lover and see if there is a difference between men and women. Men and women of the university student or particularly attracted to the characteristic of sleek rabbits. It was also found that characteristic can create peace of mind, happiness based on the result of this survey, with the characteristic of the rabbit rarely being peace of mind, happiness, and satisfaction to your lover. Also, I intend to elaborate on the difference between men and women. This concludes the presentation. Thank you very much. Reference.
Hello everyone, my name is Kaede Nishizawa. I would like to talk about romance magician. A romance magician is someone who has charming presence that attracts people. Also, a romance magician possesses the ability to move emotion through dramatic flair and quick action. It is believed that people with a personality, like a romance magician, is attractive. According to Kino, 2008, the birthday gift reminds to the recipient of the giver and make the giver feel close to the recipient. According to Tamamiya et al. 2019, two keys trace out being good listener and having good conversational skill. The purpose of this presentation is to reveal that a romance magician is attractive. It also clarifies the difference in who men, in who men and women find popular. This is today's outline. First, I will talk about method. Second, result. Third, conclusion. Finally, references. The survey involved 80 men and 60 women, a total of 34 people from October 14th to October 21st, 2025. I asked the question, what kind of person would you like as a lover? From the result, women like men who can surprise them, while men like women who can create a fun mood maker. Do you like romantic and dramatic surprise? From the result, all women answered yes, and while 95% of men answered yes. For this question, all women answered yes, while 95% of men answered yes. For this question, 95% of women answered yes, while 95% of men answered yes. This is summary. The survey showed difference between men and women thinking. And many people like surprise and special event. In the future, we plan to study how surprise affect people's impression and relationship. Let me summarize the point of this presentation. The purpose of this presentation is what kind of personality is attractive. Riku said that support is important. Haruto said that communication is important. Coco says that respect is important. Finally, Tenyu said that a sense of security is important. Finally, it can be concluded what people value When choosing a partner varies from person to person. This is the references. Thank you for listening.
I would like to introduce the next group, and they will give a presentation on quality of life. Let's learn how we can improve our quality of life through their presentation. Are you ready to start?
Hello everyone, my name is Hoshio Nami. Today we would like to talk about quality of life. Marcia stated that quality of life issue has become more steadily important in healthcare and research. There, in recent years, so many people focus on quality of life, and it is very important to look for what actions improves QOL. The purpose of this presentation is to find ways to improve quality of life in some areas of our life. This is today's outline. First, I will talk about relationship between trip and quality of life. Second, Ozaki will talk about oshikatsu and quality of life. Third, Yamada will talk about sleep and QOL. Finally, Yamaoka will talk about meal and QOL and make a conclusion. Let me talk about the relationship between sleep and QOL. Travel gives new experiences and refreshes the mind. For example, cultures, foods, people, and music, and so on. According to Ora, travel increases positive emotions and reduce stress. The purpose of this research is to examine whether trip planning also improves QOL. As you know, trip improve QOL. However, I wonder whether trip planning also improves QOL. These are methods. I conducted a survey among 48 people. And as survey topics, gender, occupation, travel frequency, expenses, companions. And I asked them how travel and planning affect QL. These are results. About 70% is male and about 30% are female. Occupation is most of respondents are university students. A few people are working adults. As travel frequency, two or two or three times in a year is about 70%. Each one time in a year and one time in a month is about 10%, and more than two times in a month is 2%. As travel expenses is within 50,000 yen is about 70%, about 100,000 yen is about 20%, and 10,000 to 20,000 yen is about 10%. I asked them, and I asked them, who do you want to go travel with? These are results. Those who answer with friends is about 70%, and partner is 20%, family is 10%. I asked them, do you think trip improves quality of life? This graph shows the results. Blue one is those who answer yes. Red one is those who answer no. Most of people think about trip improve QOL. And I also asked them, do you think planning trip improves QOL? Blue one is those who answer yes. Red one is no. Most of people think planning trip improves QOL. However, few people don't think improve QOL. Let me summarize the presentation. Both traveling and the planning positive affect QOL. Traveling with friends increases happiness and life satisfaction. Travel is an important factor in improving overall well-being. This is difference. Thank you.
Hello everyone. My name is Daichi Ozaki. I will talk about how Oshikatsu improves our quality of life. This is an important topic because many people enjoy fun activities, but we don't fully understand how these activities affect our well-being. This is today's outline. こっちだ。First, let me explain what Oshikatsu is. It means supporting your favorite idols, artists, and characters. And this activity is very popular in Japan today, with millions of people actively participating in various forms of fun activities. Previous research has shown interesting findings about this phenomenon. Tamura's 2021 study found that Oshikatsu helps people feel better and reduces their daily stress. Kobayashi in 2022 discovered that fun communities create strong social bonds among participants. Nakamura's 2023 research showed that Oshikatsu allows people to express their identity. Additionally, Aoki in 2022 explored how fandom supports well-being, especially during difficult times like the pandemic. Finally, Lee-sen and Kaigis in 2021 demonstrated that social activities within fandoms directly improve psychological well-being. These studies together suggest that fun activities have significant positive effects on people's lives. However, despite these findings, we still don't know exactly how Oshikatsu improve quality of life. Which specific pathways are most important? What makes fun activities so beneficial? To answer these questions, I developed a hypothesis. My hypothesis is that Oshikatsu improves quality of life through three pathways. First, emotional satisfaction. When we support our Oshi, It makes us feel happy and gives us positive emotion. Second, social connection. Through Oshikatsu, we can make friends who share same interests and feel like the same passion online. やばい。The third, self-expression. The Oshikatsu allows us to express ourselves and show what we care about. I believe these three pathways work together to improve our overall quality of life. Now, let me explain my research method. I created an online survey to test my hypothesis. I used Google Forms to distribute the questionnaire to people who actively do Oshikatsu. The survey consisted of 14 carefully questions. The first, I collected basic information such as age, gender, the genre of their oshi, and how much money they spend monthly on Oshikatsu. Then I measured the three pathways I mentioned. For emotional satisfaction, I asked the two questions using scale from 1 to 5, where 1 means strongly disagree, and 5 means strongly agree. I use the same approach for social connection and self-expression, with 2 questions each. Finally, I measured overall quality of life improvement with 2 questions. The survey also included one open-ended question where participants could freely write about how Oshikatsu affects their daily life. I received responses from 34 participants. The results were very interesting and supported my hypothesis. The data showed that all three pathways, emotional satisfaction, social connection, and self-expression, were positively connected to better quality of life. This means that when people scored higher on these um, three factors, they also reported higher overall quality of life. When I analyzed the collisions, I found that social connection showed the strongest connection to quality of life. Um, bye-bye. This is the what people say in Oshikatsu. In conclusion, my hypothesis was correct. The research clearly demonstrates that Oshikatsu does improve quality of life through the three pathways. I propose emotional satisfaction, social connection, and self-expression. This research is important for several reasons. Uh, First, it shows how everyday hobbies and activities can make us happier and healthier. Second, it helps understand what makes one activities beneficial, which can guide people towards healthier ways to enjoy their hobbies. Third, it validates the experience of millions of people who find meanings and joy in Oshikatsu. This is references. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Haruki Yamada. Today I'm going to talk about how sleep improves our quality of life. This is today's outline. First, introduction. Second, methods. Third, result. Finally, conclusion. Do you all think about the sleep is important? The smartphone usage rate of young people has increases over the past 10 years journey to 2090. The purpose of the survey was quality of life during sleep is decreasing. Investigate, and it was found that older adult people have high quality sleep, but young people young people sleep data is no little data, so I clarify sleep data young people. I thought that sleep might increase the quality of life, so I conducted a questionnaire about sleep. Next research method. I created an online survey with Google Form. The survey, I received response from 30 participants, and the survey period is 2 weeks, and 40 October 40th and to 28th, 2025. The survey subject were mainly first-year university students to those is their 20s. The breakdown and respondents was 20 men and 9 women and 1 other people. Next research result. A smartphone, all people is using the smartphone before going to bed, and using a smartphone before before going to bed, 20% of people less than 30 minutes, 43.3% of people is using a smartphone time is 30 minutes to 1 hour. More than 1 hour using a smartphone people is 36.7%. People is sleep time is 20%. 20% of people is 5 hour, 5 hour or less, and 43.3% people is 6 hours, and 36.7% is 7 hours or more. And 96.7% people is sleep is improves quality of life. Let me summarize. Let me summarize or point the presentation. The purpose of the survey was quality of life during sleep is decreasing. Investigate. There was not much correlation between smartphone use time and sleep time. So the survey also revealed that people use their smartphones before going to bed to help them sleep time. It was clear that most people use their smartphone before going to bed. This is references. Thank you for listening.
Hello, my name is Juntai Maoka. I argue that the most important things rising QOL is meal. Recently, QOL attracted much attention. According to WHO 2020, people who maintain good eating habits are healthier, more energetic, and feel happier. These studies show that food has a strong effect on QOL. However, there are few studies that focus on university students. Purpose of this presentation is to examine how daily eating habits affect QOL among university students and to explore a way to improve lifestyle habits. I focus on 2 points. First, how number of meals affect QOL. Second, psychological effect eating with others. I will talk about outlines. First, I explain methods of survey. Next, I present the result. Finally, I summarize. I will summarize finding and talk future directions. This is method. I conducted a questionnaire survey 35 university students online. This survey was carried out October 14, from October 14 and 26. The questions focus on the relationship between daily eating habits and QOL, such as how many times they eat per day and with whom they eat. This graph shows how many times a student how many times student eat per day. 31% of students eat 3 times. 28% of students eat twice. 23% of students eat once. Each of these 3 graphs shows the QOL for each number of meals. From these 3 graphs, we can see that students who eat 3 times tend to have higher QOL than who eat fewer times. The graph shows the relationship between food students eat with and their QOL. 14% of students eat alone. 28% of students eat with a partner. 22% of students eat with friends. 21%, 31% of students eat with family. From this result, we can see that people who eat with others higher QOL than who eat alone. This is conclusion. The purpose of this study was to understand how the number of meals and eating with others affect QOL among university students. From the results, studies who eat regularly and with others tend to have higher QOL. In the future, I would like to study what eating habits can further improve QOL and suggest better lifestyles. This is the differences. This is general conclusion. Mr. Soshi said that the trip will raise the QOL before it starts by raising positive emotion from the planning. Mr. Haruki said that sleep help the body recover and increase the vitality of life, so the QOL increase. Mr. Daichi said that recommendation activities increase QOL by increase self-affirmation, reducing stress, and promoting social connections with people with the same interest. I talked about the fact that have a regular diet and eating with someone will have a higher QOL. In the future, we will deepen our understanding of what to do to improve our QOL. Thank you for listening.